What's up everybody, welcome to Gigagang Gaming, the place where it's all fun and games. Today we are looking at Horde bases in 7 Days to Die Alpha 20. Now I've been watching loads of Horde base builds recently, probably just like the rest of you guys have, and I've noticed one thing that's missing. I noticed that none of them use dart traps at all. They've got electric traps, they've got spinning blade traps, no dart traps at all. So I started to have a think about why, and there's two reasons I can think of. One of them is that you have to make darts that inevitably get lost when they're used. Annoying as fuck, to be honest, but they're pretty cheap considering they only cost 3 iron and 1 clay in the forge. Now this might sound cheap, but how cheap is it really? Here's the maths. A dart trap fires roughly once per second. Knowing that will make the calculation easier. On a standard playthrough, a day lasts 60 minutes, so a Horde night runs from 10 to 4 is exactly a quarter of the day, taking 15 minutes in real life. 15 multiplied by 60 seconds is 900 darts needed if you want to start the darts flying at 10 and stop them at 4. This cost in resources would be 900 multiplied by 3 iron, which is 2,700 iron, and 900 multiplied by 1 clay for 900 clay. Now 2,700 iron and 900 clay is not a lot of resources considering you have literally 7 days to gather this. I reckon you could gather most of that just by looting, and that's without mining in those 7 days. Now the second reason is they're not that easy to maneuver and make use of them. For example, you can only put them at 2 different heights before they start shooting above zombies, and that's including even the biggest ones like your bikers and your demos. And with the way zombies move around, darts can easily go above the shoulder or under an armpit. So thinking about this, the first thing I thought was, do darts do additional damage for headshots? Is there a reason for maybe adjusting the height slightly or moving it to the side slightly so you get a better shot at the zombies? I tested this on Arlene and the answer's no. Headshots don't do more damage, which is good. This means it doesn't matter where they hit as long as they do. Knowing this means that to get the most out of the dart traps, I needed to condense the zombies into as small a space as I could to restrict their movement. Now we already have an answer to this as well, with people like Geroodle creating the killing corridors. This condenses the zombies into a long tunnel that allows easy shooting of heads. Now the problem I found with this is that using darts in the traditional killing corridors excludes one key zombie type, and that's our 4-legged friends and the postman's nightmare, the zombie dogs. You could build 4 traps and the job's over, but I wanted to make something more efficient, and that's when it hit me. There's one key change to Alpha 20 that I wasn't thinking about. Zombies now have this nifty little trick where they can crawl through 1 block high gaps. So I started playing around with this, and that is how I came up with the crawler corridor. By utilising the shapes that the Fun Pimps have made available, I've managed to make a 1 block high corridor that dart traps can fire along. They don't discriminate against any kind of zombie, and they don't miss. Not only this, but there's one thing I've managed to stumble on, completely by fluke. This will stop cop zombies spitting on you as well. This is because when cop zombies load up to vomit, they stand up when they spit. So when they do inevitably stand up in the corridor, their heads phase into the blocks above them, and they hit that block, so the spit doesn't go anywhere near you. It basically explodes as soon as it comes out of their faces. So here's the fun part, the test. I'm going to stick it on day 28 Horde night and see how it holds up. So here we are, day 28 Horde night, barely a few minutes away. I've slowed it down so I get time to talk, and then I'll switch it up to 10 o'clock at night, and we'll soon see the zombies coming at us. This is the base. I'm in God mode at the moment, so I'm kind of floating through bricks. I've got my couple of dart traps set up. I'll probably need to turn this on, and then all I've got to do is do this, and they fire darts all the way down this corridor. Now I've put some skill points into things, but not much. I've only put levels into strength level 7, so I can go Sexysaurus level 4. I've put nothing into Pummel Pete or anything like that. I've just got a level 6 baseball bat with no mods on it, nothing, anything like that. I've given myself some armor, but we're not really testing that. That is just because I like leather armor. So let's jump right into it and see how this deals with a day 28 Horde. I mean, I don't expect to be killing everything because I haven't put points into stuff that's going to help me kill things very much. just means that I'm going to be able to keep swinging for longer. I've got no food or anything like that, so as soon as 10 o'clock comes, I'll turn God mode off, and it'll just be me and my dart traps against the zombies. Let's go. Okay, here they are. Where are they? Which way are they coming from? Would help if I had the zombies turned on. There we go. There they are, all coming at me. I should probably turn these on now. Oh, okay, the zombies are dying. These traps are marvellous. Barely have to do anything. They do hurt yourself though, so you got to be a little bit careful. This is a piece of cake. Here we go, the doggy. Easily taken care of. Oh, hello. You're not supposed to be here. And there you go. Horde night finished. No issues, no problems. Zombie dogs taken care of. Let's quickly show you how the cop zombies work. Make it a feral as well. Make a bit of noise. And let's see what happens when he comes down here. I won't turn on these. I want to see what happens when the cop zombie crawls. Can't spit at us. Doesn't work. So he crawls. It looks like he's struggling to stand up. Silly cop zombie. So, yeah. That's how it works. End of Horde night. Now all we have to do is go around fixing things. Obviously things take damage. But as you could see by that, I barely had to do anything. Sometimes I just got a bit bored and decided to wail on a few zombies. But that was about it. Nothing really took much of any damage apart from these two blocks. Keep an eye on those and you'll be simple. So it works. Headshots are easy. Dogs are taken care of. Cop zombies can't hit you. What more could a zombie hater want? Why, the blueprint, of course. But this is how it works. Just quickly go into God mode. All I did was I built a normal corridor. Build it so it's got a 4-block gap right down the centre. And then this is where the technology comes in. So, for your bottom layer, have the first 2-3 rows. You can have as many as you want from the stairs as normal solid blocks. But after that, what I then want you to do is hold down R, go into shapes and put 3 in there. And then this cube, this first one, top left corner, the cube 3/4 is the one you want. Do advanced rotation and have it so that it sits perfectly on top of these blocks, just like these ones, and put those in line here. If I get rid of these ones, just for reference, you can see they're a little bit shorter. They're no stronger, no weaker, they're not any different to the full concrete blocks. They're just like that. Let's stop that zombie. You can kind of shut up. Then what you want to do is think about the roof. Now, for the first few blocks, take it 2 past where the bottom row changes from a full block to a 3/4 block. Use 3/4 blocks all the way going back here to solid block. Okay, so when you come to the front, what you want to get is your wedge tips and place them like this. For the next block along, what you want is the wedge narrow middle. So it fits just perfectly like that. Both of them in. Now what this does is this stops zombies from being able to stand. So they have to go into the crouch position just like this, and it forces them to crouch all the way along. But this forces them and keeps them in the crouch position all the way along, making use of these dart traps. Then all you have to do is put these 2 plate blocks here on top of these solid blocks, and zombies can't get out unless they break these blocks. Now I've put ramps here so that I can actually stand to the side and still swing at zombies even though the dart trap's firing, because dart traps do damage. I've also extended the blocks out above my head so that zombies can't get pushed through. I took it back one block before so it was in line with these ramps, but the zombies sometimes manage to get pushed through. It doesn't happen at all with the extra block sticking out. What I also had to do was stick another solid block all the way along the top, because zombies kept phasing through the single blocked roof. So the double thickness actually stops them from getting teleported, if you will. Everything else you can use however you like. You can throw your baseball bat on the floor if you want. But you can take out blocks through the middle and stick more dart traps, or you can use electric traps going through the middle. You could probably even take out a few of them and put in blade traps, scissoring them all off as well. So you've got lots and lots of different options for this. Obviously, if you want to stop the cop zombies from killing you, block yourself in and you'll be perfectly fine. But that is how you build this crawler corridor. Nice and easy, quite cheap, and you won't have any problems, even on day 28, where I didn't really have any levels into anything, just a sexy Sora so I could swing away as much as I wanted. But that is the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you'll try this out. Maybe you'll find something out that I didn't and maybe make it a bit more useful, a bit more practical. But this works perfectly fine. So until next time, guys, remember to keep it all fun and games. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.